try to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good.
Ryan Garcia couldn't secure a fight with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, so he opted for a much easier opponent, the fighter Cruz last defeated. Cruz declined the May bout against Garcia because he was already scheduled to fight on February 1st. As a result, the offer went to Rolando Rolly Romero, who accepted the challenge.
It was a good performance. Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
He stopped Jordan. Yeah, it was a great performance. It was a good.
Rolando Rolly Romero was given the May 2nd fight against Ryan Garcia after Isaac Pitbull Cruz opted out due to his previously scheduled bout next month. This is Rolly's opportunity to pull off an upset against a potentially ring-rusty Garcia on Turki Al-Shak's card at Times Square in New York City. Cruz is set to face Angel Fierro on February 1st and preferred to focus on that fight before negotiating another. Fans were hoping for a Garcia versus Pitbull showdown, which would have been far more exciting than seeing Rolly step in as the replacement.
Try to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel,
It's unclear if other, more competitive opponents were available, but the 140-pound division is stacked with talent, and fans would have preferred to see someone else step in. Rolando Rolly Romero isn't an ideal opponent for Ryan Garcia, especially considering he was knocked out by Isaac Pitbull Cruz in the 8th round on March 30th last year. He's clearly a lower-tier fighter with limited skills, making him an underwhelming choice for the main event of the Turki Al-Shak's card on May 2nd against a superstar like Garcia. Romero did manage to rebound from that loss with a 10-round unanimous decision win over Manuel James on September 14th, fighting on the undercard of Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga.
About right now is Ryan Garcia. And then the winner between that and me and Ryan gets Gervonta Davis. We're going to do this all on pay-per-view, on Showtime pay-per-view. We're going to do this shit, all right? Like I said, at the end of it, I got the belt.
Rolly didn't perform well in that fight either, but he was up against a harmless opponent. Choosing him as Ryan Garcia's opponent for a DAZN PPV headliner is a poor decision. Clearly, this is just a tune-up fight for Ryan, so he gets some leeway there. But it's unfair to the fans to have a fighter with a 2-2 record in his last 4 bouts as the B-side of a pay-per-view event. In reality, Ryan's record should be 1-3 in his last 4 fights because his win over Ismael Barroso was highly controversial. Referee Tony Weeks stopped the fight in the 9th round of their clash on May 13, 2023, despite Ryan missing 4 consecutive punches. Barroso was on his feet, unharmed, and looking at Weeks in confusion as the ref waved it off. Fans were outraged, and the decision was criticized for months. At the time of the stoppage, Rolly was trailing and on his way to losing. There are plenty of contenders in the top 15 of the 140 and 147-pound divisions who are far more deserving of this fight than Rolly. It seems like they rushed to find a body to throw in as the opponent, and Romero just happened to fit the role. Given that this is a PPV event, a much better choice would have been Jose Ramirez as Ryan Garcia's opponent in the main event, with Rolly taking on Devin Haney in the co-feature. Even in that spot, Rolly doesn't belong. But since Haney is coming off a 3-knockdown loss, he could use a soft touch like Romero to ensure he doesn't end up on the canvas again.
I saw that Ryan Garcia posted yesterday if he was kind of questioning your decision of choosing to fight Cruz when he said you could have made more with him. Tell me a little bit about how you...
If the goal is to ensure Ryan Garcia doesn't suffer a loss ahead of his rematch with Devin Haney in October, then Rolly Romero is the perfect opponent. He poses no real threat to Ryan and will likely get knocked out within 6 rounds. According to Dan Rafael, the Garcia vs. Romero fight will headline a stacked card featuring Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez and Martin Bakole versus Ife Jagba. The event is set for Friday, May 2nd, in Times Square, New York City. While holding a major event on a Friday is unusual, fans won't mind given the strong lineup. Talks of a potential Garcia versus Romero matchup first surfaced after Ryan delivered a stunning knockout of Oscar Duarte at a 143-pound catchweight in Houston, Texas. It didn't take long for King Ray to start manifesting his next fight, as he quickly called out and took shots at WBA junior welterweight champion Rolando "Rolly" Romero. Uncommitted to becoming a world champion, Garcia told DAZN's Chris Mannix after his 8th-round knockout of Oscar Duarte, "If Rolly wants that, bring it on. Rolly, I know you talk a lot, let's get it going." Where are you at? Garcia didn't hold back, taking a jab at Romero's previous performance. "You got beat up by that old dude. We all saw what happened. Don't try to fake it." Ryan was referring to the 40-year-old Ismael Barroso, whom Romero defeated to claim the WBA title in what turned out to be a much tougher fight than expected.
Respond to that.
I'm with Al Heyman. Ryan Garcia's biggest fight was with Al Heyman. The most money he ever made was with Al Heyman. And then he goes back and fights for crumbs on a shitty TV network.
While the build-up to a Ryan Garcia versus Rolando "Rolly" Romero fight would have been pure entertainment, also saw it as a stepping stone to bigger matchups against Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney within the stacked 140-pound division. Following his dominant stoppage of Oscar Duarte in Texas, Garcia wasted no time calling out Romero for a title fight. It was a crucial moment for the 25-year-old, marking his comeback after suffering his first career defeat to Gervonta "Tank" Davis earlier in the year. With both Garcia and Romero known for generating headlines inside and outside the ring, a clash between them seemed inevitable. Romero, who had previously captured the WBA super lightweight title by defeating Ismael Barroso, took to X, formerly Twitter, to issue a bold statement regarding a potential fight with Garcia, posting, **** Rolly, I murder in the first. ***. His confidence, however, never translated into an actual bout, as Romero instead went on to face Isaac Cruz, while Garcia took on Devin Haney in what became one of the most dramatic and chaotic build-ups in recent boxing history. Some fans believed Garcia's erratic behavior during the lead-up to the Haney fight was just part of the promotion, while others grew concerned about his mental state. Romero, despite his rivalry with Garcia, set aside their differences to address the situation. In an interview with Ron Goodall, Romero urged people to stop criticizing Garcia and instead recognize his struggles. "Need to stop slandering him because he's speaking some truth. It's a cry for help," Romero said. He even suggested that Garcia's claims could be legitimate, adding,
Heyman offered me a way better deal. Al Heyman's the best in boxing, and hands down, all of us Al Heyman fighters are living great. Ain't one of us complaining about anything.
He might be revealing things that people don't even know about, and everyone just assumes he's crazy. When asked whether Garcia's fight with Haney would actually happen, Romero was skeptical, pointing out that Garcia hadn't fought since December. "The kid has money. He doesn't need to fight. Let him take time to simplify his life before stepping back in the ring," Romero advised. He emphasized the importance of Garcia having a strong support system, saying, "The people who really care about him need to stay close."